Hello, I figured I wanted to get a chance to talk about the Shaft 2019 movie, which, comes around like nearly 20 years after the 2000 Shaft movie that Samuel L. Jackson did, in which he played John Shaft II with, Richard Roundtree returning to his role as John Shaft the first. And, you know, that version kind of played like the uncle character to Samuel Jackson's version of John Shaft. But and this time around, the story deals with John Shaft III, which is the son of Samuel Jackson's John Shaft II, and of course John Shaft III is who works with the FBI, is kind of like investigating the death of his friend from a supposed heroin overdose, and then of course he finds out that his childhood friend actually may have been murdered, and he reaches out to his estranged father for help. And of course, even though the two of them kind of haven't seen each other in like about 25 years because of the events in the beginning of the movie that kind of caused Shaft to kind of like stay away from his family for their protection and things like that. And I will say the film kind of works as like an action comedy, and kind of like Samuel Jackson's John Shaft is kind of like the old school, whereas Jesse, Usher's version of John Shaft the third is kind of like more into like the new school approach, I guess, which creates like I'd say like a conflict between the two of them, and trying to find a balance between John Shaft's old school approach to doing things and John Shaft the third's I guess more technological ways of investigating and things like that. And of course, Richard Roundtree also, returns again as, the original uh, John Shaft, and it quite makes quite an enjoyable, film with, plenty of laughs and things like that. And Samuel Jackson's, one-liners, which make the film rather great in itself. I mean, I would say, even though the 2019 version is decent but I kind of like the 2000 one just a little bit better because it kind of like a stronger, storyline, and a little bit more, darker. Whereas this one kind of went more like the comedic route. And I'm like, I don't know how they named the fifth installment of the Shaft series. Shaft. They should have just called it like, Generations of Shaft, or like Son of Shaft, to not so people don't get confused with the titles. Thinking it's the same film three times, but I guess it was done intentionally that way. So I guess for those that have seen the previous Shaft movies, including the 2000 version, I guess they'll like it for what it is. So I guess that's it. Okay, thanks again.